What if tomorrow you wake up and your job is gone? What if the industry you work in suddenly disappears? In a world where one line of code can replace an entire department and a single algorithm can erase a thriving profession, you simply cannot afford to rely on one income stream or one skill. This is not the era to wait or hope for luck. This is the time to take control. In this video, I'll give you the blueprint, tools, and strategies to diversify your income, expand your skill sets, and take full command of your financial journey. Because the world won't wait, but you can choose to lead. Now let's begin this journey, step by step, where you won't just learn how to earn more, but how to become an irreplaceable version of yourself, no matter what changes come your way. In a world full of disruption, where companies collapse overnight and entire industries get replaced by software, how will you stay grounded? If your income comes from a single source, you're walking a tightrope in a storm. One gust of change, a layoff, a shift in demand, a new technology can knock you down. Without diversification, your financial future hangs by a thread. Betting your entire life on one income stream or skill is no longer brave, it's reckless. Diversification is more than a financial strategy, it's a survival philosophy. It's your safety net, your shield, your immune system against chaos. Imagine having multiple income streams, a main job, a side business, investments, digital products. Alongside that, you've built a wide range of skills: communication, leadership, tech, creativity. That makes you unstoppable. No crisis can crush someone who has plan B, C, and D already in place. Diversification doesn't limit you. It liberates you. Studies have made it clear. By 2030, nearly 30% of current jobs could vanish due to automation. This is no longer a distant warning. It's a wake-up call. In a volatile world, success doesn't belong to the strongest, but to the most adaptable. So the question is not if, but when. Will you be caught off guard, or will you be prepared? Now is the moment to build your personal financial safety net and skill set buffer before the storm hits. The future rewards those who act before they're forced to. Before exploring side hustles or passive income, let's go back to the foundation, your active income. This is the money you earn through your core skill, your job, service, or primary business. But the real question isn't, are you working hard enough? It's, are you being paid what you're worth? Many people work tirelessly but never stop to assess the true value they bring. Optimizing your primary income isn't about grinding more. It's about negotiating better, performing smarter, and knowing your value. Every extra dollar earned here becomes fuel for future income streams. The first step? Revalue yourself. Don't wait for an annual review to prove your worth. Initiate conversations about raises. Position yourself for promotions. And if your current environment stifles growth, dare to move on. Strategic career moves can increase your income faster than cutting expenses ever will. You don't need to work longer hours, you need to work with leverage. Remember, you are not stuck. Each move you make in your main career can unlock the capital you'll need to build long-term financial freedom. Active income, when maximized, gives you the power to multiply your options. If you want to become wealthy, start with your bookshelf. A good book could be worth more than a year of aimless work. An hour of reading could save you hundreds of hours of mistakes. In today's world, lack of knowledge is no longer a matter of conditions. It's a matter of choice. Choose to learn. Choose to rise. And remember, the successful are not the smartest. They're the ones who learn the fastest, act the earliest, and persist the longest with knowledge. We've been taught to work hard, but not necessarily to work wisely. It's time to shift that. You should become the master of your own skill set and income. Don't let your job define you. Instead, let it be a launchpad, a tool to fund your future. When you optimize your active income, you're no longer stuck working out of fear. You work with purpose. You take control of the game, instead of letting the game control you. This is how high performers think, and it's how you build toward true financial and personal freedom. A side hustle isn't just extra work, it's building an asset. It's how you create freedom by monetizing what you love and what you're good at. You don't need to quit your job or have a huge budget to start. You just need a skill, a passion, or a useful piece of knowledge, and the courage to package it into value for others. Whether it's tutoring online, writing content, selling digital art, consulting, or crafting, side hustles let you test, grow, and evolve without risking your main income. It's your financial sandbox and your future incubator. Start by observing yourself. What can you do better than 80% of people around you? That's your entry point. It could be designing presentations, editing photos, building websites, organizing events, or explaining complex topics simply. Platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, Etsy, Gumroad, and Teachable make it easier than ever to offer your talent to a global market. When you realize that your personal value can be repackaged into products and services and sold, you unlock a new level of self-worth. The market doesn't pay for perfection, it pays for usefulness. Be useful consistently, and the money will follow. Your side hustle is not just about money, it's about taking back creative control. It's where you get to test ideas without waiting for permission. It's where you gain confidence, independence, and skill evolution. Maybe your first ebook earns $10. Maybe your first design project is small. That's okay. Consistency compounds. If you refine your offering, build trust, and scale gradually, your side hustle could one day outgrow your main job. But even if it doesn't, it still gives you leverage. It reminds you that your value is bigger than any title, job description, or monthly paycheck. The best part? You don't need to be perfect to start. You just need to start. You don't need a website, logo, or professional photos. Just one good idea, one clear offer, one step of courage. Write that first post, upload that first template, offer that first free consultation. Every step unlocks the next. And a year from now, you'll be grateful you didn't wait. Freedom begins when you decide to act on your potential. And a side hustle is how you practice becoming the kind of person who doesn't wait for opportunities, but builds them, one offer at a time. No one builds wealth by saving alone. Saving preserves money. Investing multiplies it. Investing is no longer a privilege for the rich. It's a tool for the ordinary person to become financially powerful, if started early and done consistently. When you invest, you separate time from income. Your money becomes your employee, working 24/7 even when you don't. That's why people who understand investing don't panic over job losses. They've built systems where cash flow doesn't stop when they do. Investing is the silent partner that works on your future while you sleep. Getting started with investing is much easier than most people think. You don't need millions, you just need momentum. You can begin with as little as $10 or $20 a month. Index funds, like ETFs, dividend-paying stocks, automated apps, real estate funds, all offer accessible entry points. The key is to be consistent, long-term focused, and intentional. Don't chase trends, follow timeless principles. Investing isn't about luck or risky bets. It's about building sustainable income streams over time. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes, and the less you'll have to work later. The magic of investing is in compound growth. When you reinvest your earnings, your wealth starts accelerating. That's why small, regular contributions matter more than big, rare ones. Even investing $50 a month in an index fund can become tens of thousands over 10 to 20 years. Not by chance, but by strategy. People often ask, is it too late to start? The best time was yesterday. The second best time is now. Each day you wait is a day you lose the exponential power of time. Investing isn't timing the market, it's time in the market that builds real wealth. Above all, investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-free-eventually strategy. You don't need to be a financial guru. You need discipline, vision, and patience. Start small. Learn a little more each month. Automate your contributions. Let your money grow while you focus on living, building, and learning. Investing is the ultimate habit of those who plan for their future, not react to it. Start today, not when it's convenient. The money you put to work now is what will buy you peace of mind, freedom of time, and options when you need them most. Active income keeps you alive. Passive income sets you free. It's money that flows whether you work or not. When you build systems that generate income without constant effort, you reclaim time, energy, and freedom. It's not a fantasy. It's a proven strategy used by entrepreneurs, investors, and creators around the world. Passive income allows you to step off the treadmill and start building a financial engine that works even when you rest. Every stream of passive income, no matter how small, adds resilience, reduces stress, and creates leverage. This is how wealth becomes inevitable. There are many ways to generate passive income. selling digital products like ebooks or online courses, earning dividends from stocks, renting out property, licensing content, or building automated platforms like YouTube or podcasts. Yes, it takes work up front, but that effort compounds. You create once, earn forever. Imagine writing a simple guide or recording a helpful tutorial. Once published, it becomes a digital asset. You've now moved from trading time for money to owning a money-making system. This shift changes everything. Your time becomes more valuable because it's no longer the only way you earn. One golden rule: reinvest your passive income. Don't spend your first $50 from a product. Use it to build another one. Use your first dividends to buy more shares. Use YouTube revenue to market a new course. Every reinvested dollar is a seed that grows another tree. Compound returns aren't just for stocks, they work in every area of life. With consistency, you go from occasional wins to monthly revenue and eventually to full financial independence. The secret? Keep planting, keep optimizing, and above all, keep going even when results start small. That's how long-term momentum is built. Passive income doesn't come from wishing. It comes from building. Today, you might make only a few dollars from a small product, but if you keep creating, improving, and learning, that trickle can grow into a steady stream. Don't wait for the right time. The right time is now. Every passive system you build today will support the version of you 1 year, 5 years, or even a decade from now. It's not about replacing your job overnight. It's about building your freedom layer by layer, project by project. Start now, because the seeds you plant today change everything. No job is forever. No company is guaranteed. But the skills you carry, those are yours for life. In a world where industries are disrupted overnight, your best insurance policy is adaptability. And that comes from building transferable skills. These are the superpowers that travel with you, even when your role or field changes. They help you pivot fast, solve problems, lead, communicate, and think critically. If your industry collapsed tomorrow, would you still be valuable? Transferable skills are what make sure the answer is yes, always. They're your wings in a free fall. So what exactly are transferable skills? They're universal tools like leadership, communication, critical thinking, project management, time management, and digital literacy. These skills are in high demand across every industry, and they never go out of style. They allow you to move between roles, departments, or even careers. A customer service rep who learns data analysis can move into operations. A teacher who learns video editing can create online courses. When you combine hard skills with versatile soft skills, you become the kind of person who doesn't fear change. You use it as fuel for reinvention. To develop your transferable skills, use the T-shaped model. Go deep in one expertise and go broad across related areas. If you're a designer, learn UX principles or motion graphics. If you're in sales, study copywriting or marketing psychology. These expansions multiply your opportunities. Each new skill you learn increases the number of ways you can create value for employers, clients, or yourself. More value means more income. More versatility means more resilience. In a fast-changing world, specialists thrive. But hybrid professionals thrive longer and go further. Be someone who grows roots and branches. Most importantly, transferable skills protect your long-term relevance. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it. Every skill you build today becomes a buffer against uncertainty tomorrow. People who invest in their abilities never run out of options. They don't panic when the rules change, they adapt. If you want to become recession-proof, disruption-proof, and irreplaceable, focus on becoming skill-rich. Don't wait until you're forced to learn something. Start now with what you already enjoy. One new skill per month can change your entire trajectory in a year. Learn relentlessly, apply often, evolve constantly. In today's world, success doesn't only come from what you know, it often comes from who you know. Not every opportunity is posted on a job board. In fact, 85% of the best jobs and collaborations happen through personal networks, referrals, and direct introductions. That's not luck or favoritism, that's the power of connection. Building relationships is a high-leverage habit that fuels income growth, career shifts, new partnerships, and fresh ideas. Your network is your bridge to new income streams and untapped knowledge. The question is, are you investing in that bridge or ignoring it altogether? Networking isn't begging, it's giving before asking. It's about leading with value. Ask yourself, how can I help others grow? Maybe you can share knowledge, introduce someone to a contact, offer feedback, or show support. These small gestures build trust. When you consistently contribute to others, opportunities start gravitating towards you. Being helpful makes you memorable, and being memorable makes you magnetic. In a noisy world, generosity is your advantage. Never underestimate the power of a thank you note, a thoughtful comment, or a sincere offer to collaborate. Relationships grow not from tactics, but from authenticity. Each person you connect with is a potential multiplier for your growth. Join communities, attend industry events, reach out to mentors, work with people smarter than you, collaborate across skill sets. People help you learn faster, adapt smarter, and reach further. Alone, you can go fast. Together, you can go far. When you surround yourself with the right people, you don't just accelerate your income, you elevate your standards. In the end, success is not a solo journey, it's a team sport. Build your ecosystem one conversation at a time, and it will pay you back for life. Reading this far means you're serious about taking control of your life. You now understand the principles: diversification, skill building, income layering, and strategic investing. But knowledge without action is potential left unrealized. So let's turn ideas into impact. You don't need a perfect plan, you need movement. Here's a 7-day roadmap to kickstart your transformation. No fluff, no overwhelm, just one intentional step per day. After 1 week, you'll go from stuck to in motion, and motion creates clarity, confidence, and consistency. This isn't theory anymore. It's your invitation to rise above limits and start building your new reality. Day 1-2. Write down 3 skills you're great at and 3 topics you're deeply passionate about. Now find the intersection where you can add value to others. That sweet spot is your side hustle seed. Unsure where to start? Ask friends, what do you always come to me for? Their answers will reveal what you're already known for. This isn't just self-reflection, it's self-positioning. What you're good at and what people need overlap more than you think. When you identify this zone of opportunity, you're no longer guessing. You're choosing where to plant your first income stream. Day 3-5. Choose one platform: Fiverr, Gumroad, Substack, Etsy, Upwork, and publish something. Offer a service, launch a product, or share knowledge. Done is better than perfect. Meanwhile, open an investment account and contribute a small amount, even $10. Starting small is the secret to starting. Don't wait for when I have more time or after I learn more. Clarity comes from action, not more thinking. You're not building for overnight results. You're building a long-term system. These 72 hours are about becoming someone who takes initiative, not just consumes information. This is where identity shifts. Day 6-7. Connect with 3 people who inspire you in your field of interest. Comment on their posts, message them with thoughtful questions, or share something valuable. Relationships open doors that strategies alone can't. At the same time, outline your next week. What's the next skill you'll learn? What can you refine in your offer? Action brings feedback, and feedback builds progress. Momentum is a choice. 1 week from now, you'll look back and realize you didn't need more resources, just resourcefulness. The next level of your life is already waiting. Now it's your move. Let the building begin. True financial freedom doesn't come from working harder. It comes from working smarter and diversifying. It comes from taking control of your skills, your income, and your future. Every step you take today is an investment in your tomorrow. It's time to stop waiting for the right moment, because that moment is now. The habits you build, the skills you acquire, and the income streams you create today will lay the foundation for a life of freedom and choice. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. So start now, take action, build momentum, and trust the process. The future you want begins with the choices you make today. Your time is now. Let's make it count.